Okay, so the first version of the car that Ed Wallace is about to show us was a bit of a disappointment.
Okay.
It was bad, Ed. This one, better.
You must be talking about the Dodge Dart. Obviously, there was a lot of faith put in it. Chrysler, who knows how much money they spent on it. But Fiat always had their hands full with Chrysler anyhow after 2008, undoing, in my opinion, a lot of damage done to the company by Daimler. Back in the late 90s, there was a Sebring sedan. It was not only great looking, had a wonderful price on it, great ride and drive. I think it was a better value than the Honda Accord in its time. Well, the Sebring becomes the 200, and the last one of this generation, wow, it was like going back to a 1980 K car. So, Fiat's completely re-engineered the vehicle. It rides on an Alfa Romeo platform, 2 engines, 4-cylinder, 184 horsepower. This one's got the V6, and get this, 295 horsepower. Both can be mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. So, this car, unlike the last generation, feels incredibly substantial. The exterior styling on it is downright exceptional, and you can see from the interior, this is like few things Chrysler's ever built before. An extremely large dash in the center section with a monitor in it to where you can see the navigation screen. Chrysler has put a much better navigation system in their cars, still has some things to work out, like the automatic zoom in and zoom out, and being able to change rotation. It's just not easy to do. Seats, they're really deeply contoured in the front, and they're unbelievably comfortable. When we get to the back section, here's a big plus for it. I've got the seats where somebody 5'9" or 5'10" will sit in front, and you've still got plenty of room in the back. And then finally, good sized trunk to it. In fact, I would say almost oversized for what we consider slightly smaller than a mid-size sedan. So the base price on the Chrysler 200 starts about $22,000. This one, which is the V6 navigation everything, is a little over $32,000. So do I have some complaints? Well, it's quiet. It's a lot quieter than the last 200. Could be a little bit quieter still on different road conditions. Because it's on an Alfa Romeo suspension, which by the way underpins other products like the Jeep Cherokee, to me it could be a little bit stiffer in its ride and drive, a little more European, but it's not that floaty kind of drive the Dodge Dart has. Overall, Chrysler has taken maybe the worst car in their lineup and turned it into a competitor. The one last thing they could have done, with a 4-cylinder engine and a 9-speed automatic transmission, it's rated 36 highway, and I got 39.8 on one I drove a few months ago. That being said, Mazda's 4-cylinders are getting 40 highway, and I think Chrysler needs to put in new software for the transmission and jump the mileage even more. But overall, this is a fine vehicle for Chrysler and shows that Fiat is still moving the company in the right direction. With that, y'all have a good weekend.
Thanks, Ed.